about it.
Hey Lobster, if you had to choose between Starboning and Thunder Fisting, what would you pick?
Oh, it's pick your poison, isn't it? Man, Sunny asking the really, really hard questions here. What's up YouTube and welcome to a Starbone deck. Starbone got a pretty hefty buff recently, making this card not only be centered around the messenger, but rather around Celestials as a whole. Alongside Star Shaping also getting a revert, now healing 5 instead of 4, which makes invoke archetypes in general a lot more playable. Keep in mind the meta also slowed down considerably after nerfs to Bard, to Alawi, to Kai'Sa, to Thralls, which were a lot of the tough matchups for control decks and Targon decks especially. So this one just got a pretty huge jump in viability and playability. And my take on this invoke deck is an almost fully mono Zoe Aphelios deck. They both provide a lot of utility, and we only splash atrocity for top-end finishes, because we will very often invoke high-cost Celestials off of Star Shaping, Celestial Trifecta, and sometimes off of Mountain Scryer and Lunari Priestess. Because we play a ton of Celestials, all of those will have insane attack buffs, ideally also guarded by Spell Shield, and we can just atrocity our opponent's Nexus down, or maybe hit them once first with something like a Great Beyond or the Destroyer with Elusive or Overwhelm, and then finish them with atrocity, a fairly consistent win condition. The rest of the deck is basically, well, just getting there, getting to the late game. It's a ton of early units that generate other stuff, like Lunari Duskbringer and Mountain Goat generating discard fodder or Aphelios synergy. At the same time, they can help level up Zoe quite easily, but the most interesting stuff is, of course, cards like Spacey Sketcher, which invoke cheap Celestials, which are gonna benefit in the very early game from Starbone. You can even use that card as a burst speed combo trick, keep that in mind. Additionally, Lunari Priestess, Solari Priestess give us a ton of invokes, Mountain Scryer already mentioned, the big invoke cards. The rest is some utility, Guiding Touch for some healing or combo trick, Pale Cascade, also drawing us, adding more consistency to the deck, and a Sunburst just as a meta-dependent removal. There's quite a bit of darkness running around, still some Kai'Sa players. Demacia rally decks are getting popular to counter all of those darkness players. Sunburst is just one of those, it's a bit overpriced but pretty effective removal tools. Feels very good to get rid of something like a Void Abomination with this. And it's one of the things that Targon lacks as a region, right? We don't have very good main deckable removal, so we gotta deal with Sunburst and like the more inconsistent generation, like Serpent, like Meteor Shower or Fallic Comet or Supernova and the likes. Overall, as for most Targon decks, this has an insanely high skill cap and a lot of playmaking potential. Zoe can level up pretty often in this deck, even though we don't main deck a lot of protection, but Moonglow is always a great card to get us there. Can also help Aphelios be protected, and of course Aphelios super flexible by himself. Severum against aggro decks, Infernum as a great finisher, Calibrum and Gravitum for board control, Crescendum to swarm the board, and that of course benefits insanely off of cards like Celestial Inspiration. So lots of synergies in this deck and also lots of tech choices. I was considering cards like Winding Light. I was thinking they're probably redundant though, they're a bit overkill because we can also just find Scourges or Cosmic Inspiration. And of course we have a variety of different units to tech in, even more invoke units like the Fangs, maybe even Loping Telescope. But this list felt pretty good, felt pretty well rounded, felt pretty consistent, and of course I had a bunch of great games with it over on my Twitch stream on twitch.tv/FreshLobsterCCG. Enjoy. Tiny bit loud? I mean, a tiny bit loud is perfect, right? This could be a matchup where we could keep Sunburst. They're gonna have very cheap protection though, right? I'm tempted though. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Forgot about this and this and this. So, there we go. Now the color pattern is correct. Loki thinking about blocking, but nah.
We were peaceful once.
Once I stand papers, now faces.
Going for the mean Zoe flip.
Safety disengage.
Ooh. They'll open attack, right? Ooh, that's a good choice actually. The Starbone deck? Of course it is. Why do you even ask this question? I'm tempted to go Moonglow. I feel like my opponent's gonna tap out of mana here, maybe. Like, they don't have Mystic Shot here, right? They would have used Mystic Shot like 10 times.
I'm ready.
Woo! Okay, Zoe is gonna carry us through this, I'm pretty sure.
System upgrade. I'm ready. Join me if you want to live.
I might tank some damage here if you play something like Viktor. I think that's fine. Mortal Fire is too slow. I think I rather want to go wide. Trickster is probably good.
I know these paths well.
Okay. Miss 2 cards. Do you run Pelkascade? Yes, 2 copies of Pelkascade. Like, we could keep the Trickster until Zoe is leveled. It's probably a good play. We go Goat into Priestess here. We get a new champ reveal today? No idea. Oh, wait, no, I actually saw a post on Twitter by the Skilled Roy who data mined the file names of the art of the new cards, and it looks like they're Ionia support cards. But not certain about it.
Hey Lobster, if you had to choose between Starboning and Thunder Fisting, what would you pick?
Oh, it's pick your poison, isn't it? I think... Well, assuming that Boning and Fisting are like on an equal level, I would pick Stars over Thunder, that's for sure. So I go with Starboning. Man, Sunny asking the really, really hard questions here at this unorthodox hour. Oh my goodness.
So ordinary.
You were playing around with a Thunder Fist deck though, right? How did the fisting go?
We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
It wasn't very good, but it was pretty fun. Sunny phrasing. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Thank you for your honest feedback on Thunder Fisting. Starboning is going pretty well so far, but I'm also only like 2 minutes in. It's a bit too early to tell. What do we need? A bunch more cards. Destroyer is actually tempting. We're getting the Zoe flip soon, right?
Open heart, greet the night.
I like the Risu buff more. The 3 impact actually felt very relevant.
I'm ready.
Probably. I mean, the thing with like Starbone is not really gonna... I'm not sure, but it feels a bit like a win more card if that's... I think that's what I'm trying to get to. It's like once you get a bunch of Celestials going, you probably have already stabilized anyway, right? Tank 3. I want to be a bit conservative about my Nexus HP here.
Defiance is our way.
So now we just go wide, and then we go Trickster into Destroyer. Could try to shoot Karma, but it's very expensive. Maybe with Sleepy Trouble Bubble. It's creative. We don't really have anything we're happy about discarding though. Probably the gem after all. Actually, Dusk Battle. Moonsilver is... Ooh, these are all spicy. Assuming we get a bunch of keywords. Could be Charger. It's basically costing 0 right now. So how do we do this? Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Hope it doesn't get notified. Then Paddling Star is the 9th card. This is the 10th. And then next turn, like I go Charger into Destroyer. Does that make sense? Refuge. I don't want all of these cats to have elusive though, right? As I splash for a copy of Atrocity. Very easy for us to get very big spell shielded Celestials on this. Haha, we can actually give Winding Light Overwhelm again, but I had to pick Moonsilver. I think I prefer... Like, our opponent shouldn't really have AoE removal, right? I think I prefer Gem Trickster... Go Trickster over Destroyer here. One Overwhelm broken, right? We're gonna finish our opponent on the turn 9 open attack. Or maybe develop Winding Light on turn 9, but like, I'm not looking to end the game yet. Don't have quite enough steam. I probably could have set up this turn a little better. Looked for lethal this round. Starbone time. Just here for the finish.
We will not stand by.
What is this madness?
You're interesting.
Improve perfection.
No Hush in hand. Sadness ensues. Okay, let's see what kind of nonsense we can invoke here. 9 mana Living Legends. But our hand is too stacked. Scorch next turn is kind of hot. What do we do this turn? Trickster into... Yeah, Trickster into Destroyer, right? Oh man, I haven't done this in such a long time. Just Targoning people. I have a meeting at 2:45. Can you win in the next 60 seconds, please? I do my best. I kind of have to develop Scorch, though. Haha, mid karma. You know what? Developing Scourge is actually a big misplay. Just do this kind of nonsense. Just for you, Stiv. Gonna be seppuku, isn't it? Yeah! Ah, not quite. Not quite, we're getting the final lethal. Starbone was the winning play. It's always the winning play. Time bomb printer. Should be a good matchup for us. Starbone would be really good in this matchup. Riding that really popped off there. Yeah, insane, right?
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared. No more hiding.
Yeah, Winding Light as a 2-off might be overkill. Time bomb printer has no bad matchups. True. I heard you brewed the perfect deck. The deck without flaws. The version that cannot be beaten.
My plans.
It's basically Exodia, but you're guaranteed to draw Exodia in the mulligan. I mean, Falling Comet is just trolling here. Sisters are kinda good. Written in Stars is kinda good. Written in Stars Aphelios is kinda sweet. And Zoe is a bit too squishy. I managed to beat the Lord Eldred deck yesterday. What is Lord Eldred? Oh wait, the guy with the tough nexus? 10 plus Exile Crystals. Dude, Sonny, you're insane. Okay, let's... I don't know. Guess Written in Stars go for Aphelios high roll.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Printed the crystals twice with imperfectionals and had levels in my hand with 5 plus crystals twice. The evil master plan. And what, your opponent had no removal for Zilean? And also, how did your opponent not win the game if it dragged on for like 20 turns? So many questions. Yeah, we probably want to look for Aphelios immediately. Ah, rip. That's fine. We'll threaten the level up on the Zoe again. The deck doesn't usually run Mystic Shot, does it? As long as we dodge crystals, we're fine.
In this timeline, we're sure to save Icathia.
I'm more interested in what Lord Eldred was in the first place. Yeah, War Mother I can imagine. Everything else is nonsense. Okay, we're going all in on Zoe again. Desperate for crystals. Implying that Demacia Freljord War Mothers is not nonsense. I bet I could build a Demacia Freljord War Mothers deck and I'd at least climb to like 200 or 300 LP. Like, it's not as bad. Like, it's not great, but it's not as bad as people think it is. Holy smokes, that's a lot invested just to stop a Moonglow. I mean, I think we'll still get the Zoe flip, to be honest. Also, I'm kind of feeling a full swing here.
Calm mind and open heart greet the night.
Okay, the 1/1 doesn't swing, the rest could though.
Speak truth.
Like, we want to trade these off because of the threat of time bombs, right?
Listen to me.
Shining softly.
Silence Zoe, does her spell shield go away too? It should go away, yeah. But, like, there's no reason to ever silence your Zoe, right? Unless you go for lethal after she's frostbitten. Or like quicksand or something. Because if you hush your own Zoe, she doesn't level from it. Ooh. That's sad. Wait, where was the Moonglow from? Zoe didn't see Star Chart yet, right? The Moonglow was from Sketcher or something. The Rite of Calling, okay. Let's just try for Moonglow again. Unfortunate. Cute doggo doggo.
Riddle me something cool. Doggo, doggo, doggo.
Doggo doggo doggo. I don't think Zoe saw Duskbringer neither, right? No, that was turn 1. Okay, we're on track. I don't think our opponent can stop the level up here.
We can, Timekeeper. Let me show you.
Let me show you the arcane.
Night
If you want to flip Zoe and she's the only unit. Yeah, but it doesn't flip Zoe, right? She can't level up while she's hushed. That's why I'm saying there's as good as no reason to hush your own Zoe. Did she see Priestess? No. Wait, she did. I'm confused here. When did I play? No, Priestess pulled Written in Stars, right? Traveler? I mean, Meteor Shower does get rid of Zilean. Stops the guy from leveling. It's probably just Shower, to be honest. With enough invoke value in hand. Uh-oh. Oh wait, I didn't pay attention. I didn't see my opponent actually pull the crystal. The Priestess was actually not the brightest of plays. Well, full yeet, right?
It's not safe.
You again?
Now the question is, do we level Zoe before Nexus hits? Okay, we might not have a choice. They do play Mystic Shot, okay. Save Zoe, right? Could also go for a trade here or here. But I take the free invoke.
I'm doing it anyway.
I have 9 cards in hand. Sisters are decent but expensive. Charger is too weak against bombs, I suppose. Ah, it's Sisters. I mean, our opponent really low rolled though. They were so slow at getting the bombs going. I guess Crystal Start wasn't that bad into Evil K.
See what I've learned?
They find some sick draws, they can still win. I think we let this go through and just heal up Zoe if they try to clear. Could trade with K, replay Zoe as a 2-2. Might be better, right? This feels more solid for some reason. Wondering if I ever hold back on playing Zoe here. I can always play Zoe to later on give my whole board elusive for 1 mana, right?
Hold.
Rite of Passage. Not Rite of Passage, what's it called? Careful Prep. Dion. I'm scared. Actual tough decision. Do we go for the open attack? If we play Trifecta, we only have 5 mana left. It's almost... I don't think we can get any spell shield off of that we can share. Looks like open attack.
Blinding daylight.
One can easily have quicksand. Would be fine though.
Power is mine.
Can't really let them get a time bomb cycle or anything else going. Or like more predicts, like Chronomancer. Okay.
Don't touch it.
That's so many bombs. A crescendum doesn't make sense knowing our opponent holds crystals, right? I think it's Severum try to buff these up, force the crystal out of our opponent's hand. And they crystal, we can guiding touch this. Could also guiding touch Aphelios post crystal. Oh, they played the wrong crystal. It's huge. So we know we can't save these. If we play this, they use crystal, wipe our board. So we try to save Aphelios instead. How good is Meteor Shower here? It's pretty good, right? I dislike the idea of burning 1 mana. But it feels like a waste of resources. Let's take this slow. Ay, we might be in trouble here. No spell shield sucks. Both of these are about equally good. Immortal Fire can be played this turn though. Yeah, I think we just skip the Aphelios weapon cycle this turn and just drop Immortal Fire. Quicksand stop Immortal Reviving. No, it only removes keywords. This is a like text effect though. This way, even if our opponent like has some quicksand combo, as long as we get a bit of chip damage in on the side, we can still atrocity Immortal Fire for like 6 most likely.
Time waits for no one. No one but me.
No, if they have... I mean, we know they have a crystal, actually. If they have crystal plus quicksand, we still don't have lethal. Maybe playing Zoe was not the play. Tough to say. On his second life, the Phoenix shall carry us to victory. G to the G. Also, that was a very cool deck. I think I'll yoink it. That used to be my favorite deck back in the days. Freeze Timo.
Hello.
Don Rigoni, thank you for the full year of Twitch support. Appreciate it. LeBlanc Gwen. Lobster too kind to punish? More like lobster too stupid to punish.
We were peaceful once. No more hiding.
But yeah, like on turn 3, when we had that exchange with him leveling Timo while removing Zoe, and us not having Hush in hand, it was already kind of GG, so not too much we could have done.
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared.
Aphelios should be better here than invoking. Recalibrum first.
Temperamental as moonlight.
Could also be crescendum into Calibrum. Nah, Calibrum gravitum.
The brighter my light, the stronger your shadow.
I kind of missed the open attack with those two. Not playing this so that we can play 2 weapons next round. If we need to.
You can feel the anticipation in the air.
Mono Shurima count as control? It's surely not control. Mono Shurima is mid-ranger combo. It's mostly mid-range, I'd say. With a pretty insane top end. Okay, I have no idea what my opponent plays, so I look at what Gwen LeBlanc lists might look like. What kind of removal they might play. I'm not sure if I need something like Moonglow here or if I need something like Equinox here. Okay. Could be a Fallen Reckoner deck, in which case Equinox is good.
Find peace in the quiet, Fel. It's just us.
Might play cards like Bloody Business. I think Equinox is the best card for tempo as well, though. And we have a second Aphelios in hand, so it's not that important to protect this one. I play Trifecta in this deck. 1 copy right now. Opponent seems to have rather poor draw.
Daylight warms the heart and lights the way.
What a waste of a gravitum. We want to progress the level up, I think. And now we know. Silence for Eternal Dancers. They don't have anything big in the death pool yet. Right now Eternal Dancers are not scary at all. Infinite with a free attack guy? How does Infinite work with this? Oh, it's the Eternal Dancers that keeps respawning the Minotaur dude? Running a real dragon with Eternal Dancer, yeah, that might work.
Back, heretic.
Get that Aphelios flip. Yikes. Is it just me or does this look an awful lot like a harrowing setup? Or Eternal Dancers, of course.
The moon speaks, Aphelios. You are its voice.
Zoe is almost level. Well, not quite, but I think I'll stall until I can give my whole board lifesteal elusive. Shit. Jinxed it. Okay, how scared are we of harrowing? Kinda scared, right? Like, I'm not sure if the chariot should swing here. I mean, they have an ephemeral anyway, it doesn't really make sense. With both, I take one blocker out, but I'm not sure if that's good.
Believe, Aphelios. I am with you.
And again, we're fine against harrowing.
I am with you.
LDR for someone who's out of the game for 9 months. I've been out of the game for 3 months myself, so I'm not 100% up to date. Overall, a lot of new mechanics, a lot of fun stuff, but also a lot of random keyword generation that's a bit insane. Why not full swing? Yeah, I could have full swung, I forgot about can't block. But then again, same issue as earlier on, like I'm not sure if our opponent's trying to set up a harrowing here.
Trickster never loses because Zoe makes the rules.
Aphelios Severon. Okay, wait, let's do this a smart way. We play Aphelios and we play both weapons and we get a third one. Crescendum into Calibrum. Calibrum shoots out the 4-1. Next turn we open up with Severum. It works.
Embrace the night, Aphelios.
I'm not sure if double Crescendum is good here because that keeps us from playing Sisters before attack. Oh, I messed up. No, I did not mess up. It's fine. Thought I messed up for a second. What is this? Card text is triggering me. I think we want to set up an atrocity finish if we can.
We are the very soul of this celebration.
Charger is probably best. Just push damage this turn.
How's it going?
I think I'd like to hear something lively.
Very well, madam. Key of sea, everyone.
Okay, quick moves. Sure, discard this. That one damage matter.
Find peace in the quiet, Fel. It's just us.
It might.
One star's whoopsie is another spark.
Believe, Aphelios.
Depending on how our opponent blocks here, we want to get them into atrocity range, right?
You are interrupting.
Quick snip.
What is this block? What are you doing? You can do better. Also, why does this game still keep telling me what opponent's attack token does? Oh, that's Atro range. Although Wild Feast is scary.
You are interrupting.
That's out of Atro range.
Cut to the chase.
Now move the 1/1 here and you got it.
A quick snip.
Not it.
Attention, please.
Ah, getting close? Nope. Not quite the right blocks. We're fine.
Nothing can
Okay, no harrowing. Can we even lose this? I think we just give our whole board lifesteal elusive here. Feel like that should seal the deal.
Riddle me something cool.
Daylight star.
The wheel turns. Day becomes night. Time to make colors. How can someone be so boring?
This is Zoe coming in with the disrespect.
That's perfect music to dance to.
charge.
Nothing to fear.
But we can actually die to something like double might, right? It's funny.
They will know.
You don't scare me.
Enough? Oh my goodness. Level up. Well, I gotta give him that. I'll be quite honest, I completely inted this round. Like, that was for sure not the best play. Giving my whole boards 3 sisters. I could have done that on my next turn. I probably should have gone something like Sunburst into Meteor Shower.
I forgot how slow time moves.
But hey, you get punished for it. I mean, GG's. It was still a good game.
No matter